whole-scale cultural malfeasance around healthcare. There is a acceptance that you need to be in the fraud business.
I thought this was absolutely wild. Here is Dr. Oz, Mehmet Oz, talking about how Minnesota is just the tip of the iceberg. Wait till they expose what's going on in, you guessed it, Cali.
And here's the hard part to fathom. I don't want everyone to take a deep breath now. And Minnesota, which is cold this time of year, is just the tip of the iceberg. I think what we're seeing in Minnesota, which is billions of dollars of fraud, that hurts our most vulnerable people and puts them at risk, because you steal not only their money, but you can steal their lives by putting them at risk for bad services provided at the wrong time that actually take away opportunities for others to get treatment. But what we're seeing in Minnesota is the tip of the iceberg because it is dwarfed by what I saw in California, which is whole-scale cultural malfeasance around healthcare. There is a acceptance that you need to be in the fraud business, especially in Los Angeles. And the magnitude of fraud there, we believe, is approximating $4 billion just in hospice and home health care. And I want to spend a few minutes walking you through what's really happening there, because if it's reflective of what might happen in other parts of the country, or might already be happening elsewhere, it's very concerning for the core infrastructure of federally funded health care.
$4 billion in hospice and home care, and that it's way worse there. He basically said that the entire system of healthcare in California specifically is built on fraud. So of course they don't want you, Gavin Newsom doesn't want you to figure out what's going on in Minnesota, because if they expose what's going on in Minnesota, of course they're going to figure out what's going on in Cali. And guys, it's worth mentioning, that's not to say there isn't fraud across the board. If they really start looking at fraud everywhere, are there going to be fraudulent activities happening in Florida? Obviously. Are there going to be fraudulent activities happening in Texas? Obviously. But there is some connection, and this is the part that I think eventually a RICO case maybe we'll figure out. There is some connection between the Democrat establishment in power and the money laundering that goes on, it goes through the NGOs, it goes all the way through the system, so that right in front of our eyes, Ilhan Omar can go from a husband who's worth $51,000 to now being worth $30 million, or Nancy Pelosi can trade, 1,000% over the stock market. Like, why am I paying my financial advisor? I should just be following her.